Hey there, welcome back to Story Voyage, where we dive into the most gripping and unbelievable tales straight from the internet. Today's story is one of deception, betrayal, and the moment when the truth changes everything. Buckle up because this one will have you on the edge of your seat. I never thought of myself as jealous or paranoid person. My wife Laura and I had been married for 6 years, and I trusted her completely, or so I thought. Laura was a project manager at a marketing agency, a job that often required late nights and occasional weekend work. I'd always been supportive, believing in her ambition was a part of what made us so amazing. But over the last few months, something started to feel off. Laura had become more protective of her phone, often taking it into the bathroom or turning it face down on the table. When I joked about her being secretive, she laughed it off, saying her work emails were boring and I wouldn't care to see them. I tried to brush off the unease, but then came Friday night. Laura told me she was going out for drinks with her best friend Claire. It wasn't unusual. Laura and Claire had been inseparable since college. I even texted Claire occasionally to coordinate surprises or plan gatherings. Laura left the house around 7 p.m. She was dressed a little more stylishly than usual, in a fitted dress and heels. "It's just a girls' night," she said when I teased her about looking like she was going to a fancy dinner. Claire said we should treat ourselves for once. By 9 p.m., I sent Laura a text. "I hope you're having fun. Let me know when you're heading home." No response. At 10:30, I called her, but it went straight to voicemail. Laura was always careful about keeping her phone charged, so this was strange. At 11 p.m., I decided to call Claire, hoping she could reassure me. "Hey, Claire," I said after she picked up, sounding groggy. "Sorry to bother you, but I can't reach Laura. She said you two are out tonight, and I'm starting to get a little worried." There was a pause, a long one. Ah, Laura's not with me," Claire said slowly. "I haven't seen her in weeks. I thought she was at home with you." I felt like the air had been knocked out of me. My mind raced, trying to come up with an explanation, but nothing made sense. "Oh, maybe I got the dates mixed up," I said quickly, not wanting to let on. "Sorry to wake you." Hanging up, I stared at the phone in disbelief. Where was Laura, and why would she lie about being with Claire? At midnight, I heard the garage door open. Laura walked in looking radiant. Her makeup was still perfect, and her hair had that freshly styled look. "Hey," she said, casually, dropping her purse on the counter. "You're still up?" "Yay," I replied, keeping my tone neutral. "How was Claire?" Oh, for a split second, her expression faltered, but she quickly recovered. "Oh, it was great," she said with a smile. "We had a lot to catch up on." I didn't confront her. Instead, I decided to dig deeper. The next morning, while Laura was in the shower, I checked her phone. Most of her messages and call logs were deleted, but her location history hadn't been cleared. According to her phone, she had been at the Grandview Hotel last night. I felt a surge of anger and dread. I couldn't jump to conclusions, but it was hard to ignore the evidence. I decided to pay the hotel a visit. When I arrived, I asked the front desk if Laura had been a guest. They couldn't confirm anything. But as I was leaving, I spotted something in the parking lot, her car. That evening, I tried again to probe for the truth. "Laura," I say casually during dinner, "Claire texted me earlier. She says she hasn't seen you in a while." Maura's thought froze mid-air. What? That's ridiculous. I was with her last night, she said quickly, a little too quickly. Really? I said, leaning back in my chair. Because your phone says you were at the Grandview Hotel. Her face turned pale. For a moment, she looked like she might deny it, but then she sighed and put her head in her hands. I didn't mean for this to happen, she said quietly. She admitted she had been seeing someone, James, a co-worker from her office. She claimed it started as a friendship, but over time, lines blurred. Last night, she had lied about being with Claire so she could meet him at the hotel. I didn't yell, I didn't cry. I simply got up from the table, packed a bag, and left. In the weeks that followed, Laura tried to apologize, claiming it was a mistake and that she still loved me. But I couldn't unsee the betrayal. The woman I thought I knew had shattered my trust, and there was no going back. Sometimes the truth comes out in the smallest ways. A dead phone, a misplaced story, and when it does, it changes everything. Thanks for joining me on this emotional journey. If you've enjoyed today's story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more drag-dropping tales like this. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this wild turn of events. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more unforgettable stories.